When you think of animals like lions, tigers, sharks, and snakes, words like dangerous, vicious, and lethal probably come to mind. After all, with their sharp teeth and claws, these predators pose real threats in the wild. However, beneath their fierce exteriors, even the deadliest of animals have been known to show gentle, caring sides. In this video, we'll explore 10 instances where cameras caught some of Earth's feared creatures acting in surprisingly friendly ways. Buckle up as I take you on a journey to see humanity in the animal kingdom. The Lion King babysits. The first heartwarming encounter comes from Kruger National Park in South Africa. Park rangers were tracking a male lion known as Lomela, who gained fame for his unusual coloring. Most of his fur was white rather than the standard tan. One day, the cameras observing Lomela witnessed something incredible. Two lion cubs wandered too close to the watering hole, where hippos and crocodiles lurked. Suddenly, the 150-pound Lomela rushed over and began herding the cubs to safety with his paw. Using his body to shield them, he gently nudged the babies up the bank and out of danger. You could see the concern in his eyes. It was like watching a father protect his own kids. The rangers were stunned. Normally, lions will only care for their own offspring. Lomela had taken on a babysitting role for these orphaned cubs. His kindness showed how caring, sensitive souls exist even in the animal world's most fearsome figures. Tiger takes a nap with pups. Forest guards were making regular rounds when an unusual duo caught their attention. Snuggled up under a shady tree lay a gorgeous Bengal tiger. But she wasn't alone. Nestled between her massive front paws and using her striped belly as a pillow were three tiny wolf cubs. The baby wolves, just weeks old, were snoozing soundly with the 500-pound predator. When the guards investigated, the motherly tiger opened one lazy eye but made no move to harm the intruders. In fact, she seemed quite content acting as a living teddy bear. This proved that despite their predatory status, some tigers form friendships outside their species. Her gentleness in nursing those orphan pups is a testament to the compassion hidden within Ferocity's fearsome frame. Shark smooches. Most people imagine sharks as cold, merciless killing machines. But our next heartwarmer shows its hidden soft side. Marine biologists in the Bahamas were studying harmless nurse sharks when one of the females performed incredibly. A researcher had his hands in the water, detangling fishing line from a shark's tail. As he worked, the 15-foot matriarch swam over and began nuzzling the back of his hand affectionately with her snout. When he pulled his fingers away, she chased after them like an oversized puppy begging for petting. The shark nudged, nibbled, and rubbed her sandpaper skin over the amused man's hand. It was clear she simply craved some attention and human contact. Who knew something so often demonized could feel love? This shark's sweet smooches shattered stereotypes of mindless aggression. Sneaky snake cuddles. Most folks would run screaming from a 6-foot python slithering their way. But for one Indonesian family, this particular snake became more pet than predator. Locals often encounter reticulated pythons in their jungle village, seeing them as scary intruders. However, one morning, a child spotted an injured python in their yard and felt sorry for it. Against all advice, she brought the serpent inside their home to recuperate. To everyone's shock, the python grew extremely affectionate. It would wind its scaly body around the girl's arms and neck like a living necklace, letting out cute little hisses. Even her parents warmed up to the unexpected addition, finding it a gentle-natured companion. Their once fearsome foe proved snakes have a softer side too, when given a chance. This family sure had an unorthodox, yet clearly caring, new friend. Monkey midwife miracle. The forests of India hide countless mysteries, including primate pregnancies aided by unlikely helpers. Researchers in Kanha Tiger Reserve noticed an odd trio one day, a pregnant langur monkey clinging to the back of a wild boar. It seemed the expectant mother langur felt safer traversing the jungle astride the much larger sow. But her choice of escort became even more bizarre as her delivery date neared. The langur developed a special bond with a fellow park resident, an elderly otter. As her time came, the otter stayed by the laboring langur's side, gently grooming her fur and making soothing cooing noises. Its calming presence clearly alleviated the monkey mom's stress during labor pains. Amazingly, the otter helped clean the newborn, transporting it to its ecstatic parent. Seeing a relationship form between such diverse species was nothing short of miraculous. It just goes to show the nuances of nature often astound. A tiger, a cub, and an unlikely friendship. Our next encounter comes from Ranthambore National Park in India, where a once-in-a-lifetime sighting unfolded. Forestry employees happened upon an injured Bengal cub, just 6 months old, who had separated from its mother. But the kitten wasn't alone. Nearby stood an enormous 600-pound tigress, gazing intently at the tiny fur ball. At first, the workers feared this might be the end for the orphan. To their disbelief, the gigantic tiger reached down and gently lifted the cub by its scruff, as a mother cat would carry a kitten. She then proceeded to clean its face and body with her raspy tongue. For days afterward, the oversized mother remained closely bonded to her now adopted charge, protecting and provisioning it despite their vast size difference. Truly, compassion knows no species boundaries within the hearts of animals. A crocodile's kiss goodbye. Our planet holds untold tenderness, even among supposed mindless reptiles. In Australia's outback lives a rather affectionate crocodile known to locals simply as Crikey. This 13-foot male saltwater croc had grown accustomed to human interaction through years of living in an indigenous community. Folks there regarded Crikey more as a neighborhood mascot than a menace. However, the inevitable day came when authorities deemed him too friendly and captive, relocating him for his own safety. As rangers transported Crikey's massive bulk onto a transport trailer, an elderly Aboriginal woman stepped forward crying. Through tears, she hugged the scaly beast's broad head and delivered a lingering goodbye kiss to his leathery snout. To everyone's amazement, Crikey tenderly nuzzled the kind woman in return as if he understood her sorrow at their parting. Such displays of emotion from something supposedly cold-blooded left onlookers stunned yet touched. An orca babysitter's bond. Our oceans hold their own brand of magic too. Off the coast of Australia, scientists exploring a pod of orcas came upon an exceptional pair. A young calf playfully riding on the back of a much larger adult. At first glance, they assumed the elder orca was simply the calf's mother. But closer inspection revealed a twist in their relationship. Through orca-specific scarring and markings, researchers identified the larger whale as a 30-year-old bachelor male. Somehow, this lone male had bonded with an orphaned calf, taking on full babysitting duties like feeding and defending the little one. For hours, he allowed the excitable baby to bounce on his broad back as if it were a living raft. Seeing patriarchal compassion in a perceived cold killer species gave hope that fatherhood knows no bounds, even beneath the fathoms of ocean waves. Anaconda's unlikely protege. Moving into tropical waters, more surprises lurk in the steamy jungles of Brazil. Deep in the Amazon, biologists found an extraordinary emerald boa with a most unexpected tag-along. Curled around its thick body was a tiny capybara, all gangly legs and oversized incisors, which should rightfully be the giant snake's meal. Yet instead of throttling the rodent, the 10-foot serpent nursed it gently as a newborn. Researchers believed the capybara pup had been orphaned, and the boa took pity by adopting the fuzzy foundling. Despite Snake's solitary reputation, this one undertook to raise an incompatible pup with a mother's care. While odd, such acts prove in nature compassion knows no species or logic. All that matters is nurturing those in need, young or old, big or small, fanned or furred. Life's intricacies still never cease to amaze. Beneath fangs and talons lie sensitivities we often fail to see. As one legendary naturalist wrote, "We patronize animals for their incompleteness, for their tragic fate of having taken form so far below ourselves. And therein we err, and greatly err. For the animal shall not be measured by man. In a world older and more complete than ours, they move finished and complete. Let their gentle acts of mercy, charity, and selflessness reinforce that, at our core, all sentient beings feel an innate pull to nurture and protect." The next time you view a lion, shark, or snake as simply vicious, remember there beats a heart in every breast. And life holds wonders even for life's so-called monsters. That's all for today. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more insights.